Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast. Show link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGB Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have your self to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys. So press 2 if y'all can hear me. Press 2 if y'all can hear me in the chat, man. Appreciate all y'all that's going to tap in. Got a mic check real quick. Can y'all hear me? Like, share, subscribe. Make sure after y'all subscribe, y'all share this video. Hit the subscribe button. You'll see a bell. Hit that bell. You'll see the bell. Hit the all button. That way you get all the updates. Y'all won't miss nothing we drop on this channel, man. So there's a lot of news that came out today. I'm going to put it all in one video. Jay-Z's team have struck back at Tony BUZBEE. They have asked the courts to sanction Tony BUZBEE and throw out Tony BUZBEE's lawsuit against him. Again, his team has sanctioned. They have asked Tony BUZBEE the lawsuit to be thrown out because of the inconsistencies they said that girl had on the news station. Now, also, there's a report coming out today, right now, that is basically stating that Diddy, and I'll put the link to the article in the description box, is coming out right now that Diddy's friends, such as Jay-Z, could be forced to testify in the sex trafficking trial, right? So, according to this report, and I'm going to read this article, and as soon as I read this article, me and my brother, the actual leader of the LDBC, 78 Sports TV, we want to talk about a couple things surrounding this case because I feel like everybody should have all different sides of opinions, and I do feel like 78 bring forth a lot of great opinions on this situation that we don't even, a lot of y'all and a lot of people have not looked at. But let me go ahead and tell y'all what's going on with this article, and then we're going to get right into it. So according to this report, it's basically saying that the hip-hop mogul, real name Sean Combs, who remains behind bars. Let me see. It basically says that this guy, you understand what I'm saying? Jay-Z could be forced to testify. Now, this was the original article. There's another article that was just put out today, and I will give you guys the actual link to that article as well. Matter of fact, let me put this on the screen. Put this on the screen right here. Put this on the screen. So you guys can see this article right here. Hold on 1 second. But while we get into this, 7-8, what's going on, man?
What's going down with it, bro?
All right, look, hey, look, man. So, me and you, we had a few conversations about this situation. And you have, first of all, y'all go subscribe to 78 Sports TV. 78 Sports TV has released a lot of great videos on this situation. We understand what goes on YouTube as far as, you know, people only wanting to hear one side of the situation and one side of how people think. Me personally, I've been a person that I want to just know whatever the truth about the situation is with all of these things. But you have brought up some very great points on your channel, man, as to, you know, the same energy being kept. And I wanted to bring you on today as well to speak about this and to speak about these situations. Now, let me start with this. First of all, let's start with Diddy first. So first of all, we understand what's going on with Diddy as far as the Diddy Cassie thing. Um, where do you stand on the entire Diddy and Cassie situation? Let me start right there.
Diddy Cassie situation. Uh, well, Diddy, he's on tape beating the girl up or whatever like that, and everybody who's in the know on that situation knows that. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, you straight. Go ahead. I'm just typing what you're calling in the chat
Okay.
room so everybody can know you're trying to go ahead.
Yeah, everybody who knows the situation pretty much knows that Cassie and Diddy were uh, there was toxic. There was a toxic couple. Everybody know a toxic couple. They get together, they do drugs, they wildin'. You know what I mean? And there was freaks. You know what I'm saying? Cassie was a 304. She used to sell that thing, and Diddy used to buy it from her, and then he developed into having her mess with other dudes at parties and stuff like that for his own sexual gratification and stuff like that. They were some nasty freaks. Now they had a toxic relationship, being as though they both was drug addicts and alcoholics, and then what about him putting hands on her stuff like that, and that tape coming out? Uh, that's what messed him up in the eyes of the people. Now he can't say nothing because if he says something, uh, if he tried to deny, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, nobody want to really hear his side of it because he lied about the Cassie situation when everybody already knew him and Cassie was some freak nasties. They said Cassie used to get down and uh, act out in the parties in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about get down. She started dancing, whole party watching her. She get down and start masturbating and stuff like that. That's what kind of freak she was. And she was with Diddy for years. Even after him putting his hands on her, she stayed with him for years because it was a financial give. They both were using each other. Um, uh, a 304 stands for hoe. I say 304 just so we can say it on YouTube without being accused of degrading nobody. Right?
Right.
So, um, yeah, 304 is just hoe spelled backwards in letters, in numbers, I should say. You know what I'm saying? It's code. So anyway, so they both was out here wilding, and they got caught up in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? So she shouldn't have been with him. He shouldn't have been with her.
Okay. So look. All right. So to the tape that came out, how do you think that Diddy should have handled that situation as far as once he came with the lawsuit and he settled the lawsuit, how do you think he should have handled it? Do you think he was smart to put out a statement like that, or how do you think he should have dealt with that?
The thing is this: once Diddy paid her because he know what they was doing, and he know nowadays what they were doing is frowned upon. Back in the day, it was nothing. Okay, Diddy and Cassie didn't do nothing different than a lot of people did back in the day, but now it's frowned upon. Now you're gonna be looked at like a creep, all kind of weird different stuff if that stuff come out. If people know your freaky tales, so you should have from the jump talk to Cassie and say, look, what happened between us, we was toxic, we weren't right for each other. But if you feel like I owe you something, right? If you feel like I owe you something, let's talk about it. And if I owe you, then I'm gonna pay you, okay? But if I pay you, this cannot be a media thing or you trying to destroy me. And it depends on what type of woman he was dealing with. Because if she's scorned, ain't nothing he gonna be able to say. He can't talk her down. If she's scorned, it's a wrap. Forget about it. She wanted to see the destruction of Diddy, and that's her goal. So ain't no reasoning with her.
Now, let me ask you this: do you think that it's fair that let's say they go to trial, right, and let's say they find out that she was complicit in some of these things?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: now, if let's say she was complicit in many of these things, but did she, you know how sometimes they get you to turn and against the other person. Now let's say that she says, okay, well, one time I didn't want to do it, and they try to use that against him as far as, because that's what I personally think happened. I think that she was complicit in a lot of things that's going on, and I think Diddy's lawyers are going to show that in court. But I also think that she's going to show that there was a time that maybe she said she didn't want to do it, and I think that that's what they're going to try to use against Diddy, and I think they're going to be successful because I've said it before. If you tell somebody a million times yes, but one time no, You know what I'm saying? And you do that like let's say if you married to a chick, right?
That's how it
And let's
goes.
say that your wife, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got access to that every single day. But one day she tell you, nah, I don't want to do it. And then you still do it, she can go report you and get you locked up, technically.
Yeah,
Cause
for
she,
sure.
right. So what I'm saying is how do you think that situation is gonna pan out right there?
Well, I don't know what if they're charging him with any of the Cassie stuff. I thought Cassie was the gateway, was the opening of the door for them to get him on other stuff. But anything surrounding the Cassie situation, if they charge him with that, then they're gonna probably get him with that. But I think that the main issue with Diddy is not the Cassie stuff. The Cassie stuff is being used to just muddy the water. The real stuff they own him about is sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Now, that is something that people really need to educate, especially black folks, really need to educate themselves on what sex trafficking is, because a lot of people in our community are under the impression that sex trafficking is somebody in a van snatching up some girls and some kids and selling them on the black market like the movie Taken and stuff like that. That's human trafficking, okay? It can be a form of sex trafficking, but over here in America, when they call something sex trafficking, this is what most of these people are being talked about, okay? Sex trafficking. It's very important you understand this. If you, as a man, fly one of these little Instagram models out to come and see you, and wham bam, thank you, man. You give her a couple of dollars, send her home with a couple of dollars. That is called sex trafficking. Okay, that's sex trafficking. So when people, feds can lock you up behind that. So when they start charging people with this type of stuff, they say, "Well, oh man, oh it's sex trafficking, sex trafficking." That's a flashy name. But once you realize what it actually entails, you're gonna be like, hold up, this could be me, this could be my brother, this could be my son, this could be my homeboy. Like, what the? This is what y'all talking about? This ain't no. Everybody on the internet doing this, bragging about it. Girls bragging about it. Listen, females be bragging about it all the time. This dude flew me out. He flew me out here, there. Nobody is running around calling them sex traffickers or being involved with sex trafficking.
Right.
Okay. Once again, y'all asking about 304. 304 is a code word for a hoe. One who sells, somebody who's selling their body. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, the problem with Diddy's situation is he being charged with sex trafficking because Diddy was open about having a lot of parties and paying a lot of sex workers. Okay? This is normal stuff that they did in those parties. No different from every dude who got married and had him a bachelor party.
Now that's where they're saying that Cassie comes in, because they're saying in the paperwork that they're saying in the actual setting in court that Cassie, that hotel video is linked to this case, because they're saying that was a freak off, and that was a sex trafficking incident, and that the witness that is in the actual indictment, who has been unnamed, they're alleging that Diddy tried to tamper with that witness. They're saying that he was actually a witness that had actually turned and provided information, as well as Cassie, that was as an incident where he was sex trafficked and used to have sex, in that situation. So they're saying that was a freak off, in which was including sex trafficking. That's why they saying that tape was very important. That's why I was asking you. Okay, so my next question is this. So let's say if Cassie does use that incident, let's say she says,
let me hold on one second. Let me address real quick before you. I'm not here to because I see people in the chat talking about that's not the same thing. Listen, dude, you speaking to somebody who used to live a certain lifestyle and got out of that lifestyle because of the changing of the laws. Don't tell me what sex trafficking is. It is, bro. Plenty of people are trying to tell y'all, but nobody wants to accept it, bro. That's what sex trafficking is. If the police catch you flying a girl from Georgia to Milwaukee, anywhere, and y'all got a paper trail, and you pay this girl, that is sex trafficking, bro. Stop. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It is.
It is. That is true. That's actually, I'm looking at the definition. That is true what he said.
I'm trying to bro, you don't want to listen, fam.
So, but listen, this is why everybody got to understand, man. It's important to have these conversations. Everybody on YouTube want to hear it one way or the other way. It's important that we have these conversations, bro. Because some of the things that 7-8 is saying, I 1000% agree with. I 1000% think my personal self that Cassie was complicit in a lot of these things. I think that what's going to happen is though, is she's going to try to help provide information to where she said maybe 1 or 2 times no, and then she's going to say that, oh well, this was a sex trafficking incident, and they're going to have a witness come in or a guy who said he was in the room, like they said that was in that videotape. And that's why I think they're going to build the case on that sex trafficking around Diddy, because now they said that they're going to have a list of co-conspirators that they're providing on March the 7th in this whole alleged RICO. And they're also saying that Diddy's lawyers wants the list by February the 1st so they can present their case. But we're going to get to that in just a second. So my thing to you is this. So back to what we were saying. So do you think that Diddy should even put out a statement after he settled that lawsuit at all? Because he put out that statement and was like, I ain't do nothing wrong. I ain't do nothing to her. She lying about everything. And then that video dropped probably like a week later.
Yeah. They already had the tape. You know what I'm saying? They already had the tape, and that was a setup. And that's like I said, that was Diddy's biggest downfall right there, because he figured, listen, that tape has been out here for a long time, but he been protected. Right. So now he had no reason to believe they're gonna drop it on him. Now all of a sudden, boom, tape come out. Okay, so whoever had this tape for all this time, just now drop it, they should be ashamed of themselves too, because you've been covering up for the dude. So now all of a sudden, you drop it now. Somebody gave you permission. Okay, whatever protection Diddy had is up. Let's take it up off of him. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap for him. So that was his biggest mistake, was denying.
Yeah, that's another thing I agree with you with. I think that whoever had the tape, they should be punished, because you basically, you know what I'm saying, was complicit with it until you benefited off of it for yourself. See what I'm saying? Because you took that tape. First of all, that tape was property of the hotel, I guess. So you sold the tape to somebody else, but then you kept a copy of it. So you already was moving illegally, in my opinion, to take that tape from the hotel and then to make that type of move like that. I think that move was illegal too. Let me ask you this question: do you think that people should be able to have committed crimes with Diddy and turn and testify against him and walk away scot-free?
No, I don't. I don't believe it.
Go ahead and explain that. I want you to explain to everybody why you think that.
I think that if Diddy has committed some crimes, and especially if it got anything to do with children, I think whoever is involved with that needs to be punished with him. Whoever helped him cover it up, whoever was involved in all that, you shouldn't be able to walk away scot-free. That was my biggest issue with the R. Kelly situation. It wasn't about trying to defend R. Kelly. Never. The issue was, why is all these enablers who was with R. Kelly for years, helping him get the girls, helping him cover it up, you know what I'm saying? Why are they allowed now to jump on documentaries and all this stuff, like R. Kelly's wife? She out here talking about she admitting to having relations with a 15 and 16-year-old, but then somehow she walking around here free, but R. Kelly in jail, and everybody feeling sorry for her, like she was master manipulated or something. No, you a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? You a grown woman. You was in that situation with him, so you shouldn't be able to just testify and get some immunity, because now you could just be saying anything too. You could be lying to save yourself.
Now let's walk into this right now. I know we already understand 7-8 got Patreon too, y'all, because he get deep into this stuff. But I want to walk right into this, because while we still on Diddy before we move over to Jay-Z. So this now, the girl who was a former playmate, Precious Munir, she came out publicly, and she basically, in an interview with the UK Daily Mail, it was the UK Daily Mail, the UK Sun, one of the UK publications, she basically said that she saw no difference. She said she saw no difference in Diddy parties and parties with Hugh Hefner.
That's right.
Except for, she said that she did not. She said that Hugh Hefner didn't bring the youth around, right? She says that the only difference that she saw between the two was, and also she says that Hugh Hefner had his cameras out in the open, but she says that basically both of them had the same theme. My question to you is this: she said that in an interview, but why don't people? Why don't you think when he was alive? Like, well, I guess she said now because he's passed away, nobody going. But why don't you think that people had that same energy about when he was alive, about the whole Playboy Mansion, Hugh Hefner, and everything like that?
Yeah. It's because in America, in this society, the way people look at things, race is a factor. Everybody is this country needs a black villain at all times. Even we as black people are comfortable with a black villain. It's easy. We'll go in hard. We'll talk crazy about all this Diddy, Jay-Z, and we'll say they did it. They did it. As soon as there's a white guy accused of the same thing, instantly we start using all our brain powers to start talking about, well, she probably lying, man. We start being rational with the white folk. But when it's a black dude, oh, he did it. It's like we want to see his destruction, his demise. But a white guy, the same exact stuff. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, she could be lying, man. This sounds like cap to me, bro. Now, Hugh Hefner, for years, for decades, has been the image of the pimping. Hugh Hefner was the dude who everybody wanted to be like, okay? If you was any type of player, you wanted to have a mansion, a house with a bunch of girls in there, in the crib and stuff like that. Hugh Hefner had every celebrity at his Playboy mansion.
He was celebrated.
Yes, and he was celebrated. He was called the ultimate player, the ultimate Mac. He had all types of celebrities coming over there anytime to his mansion. He had secret rooms, and he did have cameras in other areas of the house, which also gave him power. You know what I'm saying? Now, Hugh Hefner did that. He had, like I say, athletes, movie stars, and if you can find right here on YouTube, just type in Hugh Hefner and listen to some of the stories about the Playboy mansions from celebrities and actors. They bragging about all the women they had threesomes, and everybody's clapping. Even women is clapping this and laughing and stuff on talk shows. Oh my God!
Hey, now hold on, stop right there. So why don't you think people was that open about the Diddy situation now, like the way they were celebrating Hugh Hefner? Why don't you think people are that like celebratory? Like you only see like a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? But you don't really see nobody like. How I should say, you know how, like you said, it was open about Hugh Hefner. Everybody was, we going to the we was in the Playboy Mansion, this, that, and the third. That was like something that was celebrated and put on a pedestal. Like
the Me Too movement changed everything, bro. See, what happened was it was acceptable, really, to just like sexually harass chicks on TV. You could do it, ask them about this and that. Nobody cared. Like it was just acceptable behavior for men. Is like how people talked about it. Unless you went too far, put your hands where they don't belong or something, you pretty much got a pass. But now, as years went on and these old cases start popping up, where women start telling stories about stuff that happened to them in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, then you start seeing, okay, well, you started more as women got more power politically. You start seeing these old cases be revisited. You start seeing these men like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein and other people, powerful men, start to get put on blast, right? Now, even though Jeffrey Epstein, his whole situation never really got examined because they took him out, you know what I'm saying? I still believe that. They took him out, and his black book, if they really so concerned about trafficking, why his black book never got, the FBI should have went down the list of everybody on that book. But
that was never released.
It was never released, and they couldn't do it because if they go down that list, you're going to be dealing with ex-presidents, you're going to be dealing with royalty, you're going to be dealing with Fortune 500 company people, you're going to be dealing with celebrities. They don't want them type of smoke. See what I'm saying? If they can limit it to dealing with Hollywood actors and musicians, that's fine. But when you start getting into politics, senators and stuff, they don't want to deal with that. Epstein was one of the most powerful men in the world because of what he had.
Now, let me say this to you. So then let's go to the situation as well with Mike Jeffries. Now, all the things he was accused of, right, in that lawsuit with all those dudes that was with Abercrombie and Fitch, he was accused of some of the most vile. He was accused with abuse. He was accused with all kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Basically holding this thing over these boys' careers, all kind of stuff. He walks away with a $10 million bail, and nobody has a problem with it. Nobody in the mainstream media, nobody says anything about it. Diddy wants he puts up like a $50 million bail package and gets rejected, and everybody's cooking. Why don't people have the same energy for Mike Jeffries in that situation where you're talking about? They're saying it could have been up to 100 dudes that was violated. 100 dudes.
100 dudes. Because with coming to Diddy, see what happened is this. With Diddy, people want to believe you got to remember, everything that these people are saying about Diddy, this stuff has not been proven yet. Now, we know he done something. That's common sense. But all these accusations, you don't know if all that stuff is true. It hasn't been proven yet. So people keep making excuses for why Diddy should be treated worse, and they saying stuff that's not. They don't even know it's just. And you hear this is blog rumors. Oh, it's different because Diddy was drugging people. No, it's Diddy because no, you don't know that. What are you talking about? Y'all, some of y'all didn't even know what sex trafficking was until we just broke it down. Like, you think you know, just like I thought I knew a couple years ago, and I didn't.
Right.
Until a detective broke it down for me what it actually is. So the thing is this: the Abercrombie and French guy, he, like you said, over 100 young men he did this stuff to. It hasn't been sensationalized by the media. You don't see Stephen A. Smith doing videos about it on his show. You don't see Stephen A. Smith bringing in experts to talk about it and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? When it was with Diddy, everybody is using the. You got what's his name? Piers Morgan. Everybody is talking about Diddy. CNN is talking about Diddy, right? But they're not giving their guy. They're not giving this white guy the same smoke, right? Now, I don't expect them to either, but I don't expect them to treat their people like that. But we gonna treat ours like that because that's how we are. We messed up in the head, and we're gonna justify it too. Now, but if we're gonna treat Diddy that way, this is my only thing. If we're gonna treat Diddy this way and just say he did this, he did that, fine, cool. I'm with it all the way 100%. All I want is the same smoke.
Teresa, hold on. Teresita, how don't you like him when he's saying call it down the line? See, this is the problem. Hold on.
She don't want to hear what I just
said. You made me go off my thing too. This is the problem, and I got 78 Sports TV's channel linked at the top of the chat room, so y'all can subscribe to his channel directly. Let's get him. He almost at 100,000 anyways, but let's get him to 100,000 y'all subs. But here's the thing: is he wrong with what he's saying? Is he wrong for asking for equality? No, that's all I want to know from everybody. Because I'm just saying, if we're gonna keep it 100, is he wrong? Because I'm gonna give y'all another example. Here's another example that I think everybody should look at. Skip Bayless. Where's the 24-hour coverage on law and crime? Where's the 24-hour coverage all over the mainstream media on Skip Bayless? I got another video coming out about Skip Bayless tonight and what he did, and 7A dropped a video about Skip Bayless today, and the shenanigans that he don't pull. This dude don't made a career out of tearing brothers down on TV. And now all of a sudden he got allegations against him. He don't know what the hell going on. He forgot. He don't know what he acting like he don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. A girl said he basically tried to solicit her for prostitution to pay her $1.5 million for sex. This is a major superstar in the sports arena and on the sports TV. Major main superstar. They're saying that there was alleged rampant drug usage going on back there and everything. They ain't keeping the same energy on TV. I haven't seen this flooded on every single network. I haven't. And I'm going to tell you something, 7-8. I'm disappointed in the players, too. All of the players that Skip Bayless have destroyed their careers, destroyed their money as far as the money they can make. The fact that they're not jumping on this right now and demanding answers to this situation, I'm upset with them.
Right.
Because this dude used his whole entire career to tear y'all down, to go mess with y'all's money. But now they're saying this dude propositioned this woman $1.5 million. Don't nobody care. $1.5 million. Don't nobody care.
And that's I'm gonna tell you how smooth it is.
And 7-8. And before you go, and they trying to say with him, oh now 7-8. He don't probably made around $70 million in his career. They probably trying to say, oh man, I don't believe that, man. He ain't gonna spend no $1.5 million. Man, break that down, 7-8 for him.
Yeah. It's hilarious, man, because like I knew it was gonna happen. When I first heard about the Skip thing, I said, okay, they're getting him now. Skip finally finna get his just due or his karma. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people feel like what's happening to Diddy is his own karma for the way he treated people throughout the years. And I'm like, okay, well, this is Skip's karma. It lasted for a day, man. I'm talking about, but before the end of the first day, people had changed the narrative to all of the black people that's on the thing. Joy Taylor, Emmanuel Ocho, all this type of stuff. I'm like, bro, Skip Bayless and this guy who's an executive for Fox, Charlie Dixon. Charlie Dixon. those guys should be the topic of the discussion. Now, I understand the other stuff is a little juicy as well, but those are the ones who are accused of doing something wrong.
Right.
So now, those two happen to be white, and it is what it is. I know some people get uncomfortable with conversations about race, and they try to hide from it. But if you don't deal with it, then you're going to continue to make the same mistakes that everybody always makes, which is it's not the same smoke for everybody. People give white folks the benefit of the doubt. Everybody, black people do it. Everybody. Well, I can't see. We use our, just like what happened with the boy from the NBA.
Right.
When that kid got messed up with the whole caught up with messing with an underage girl.
You talking about Josh Giddey?
Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
When he got caught messing with the underage girl,
they wanted to get off that.
They wanted him. They said, "Man, no, that girl lied about her age, man. They lied about her." I said, "So what? So what? She lied about her age? If she did, they do that all the time. If he was a brother, wouldn't nobody care? She lied about her age. Somehow you gonna be responsible for that. They're not gonna say. So you mean to tell me watch this? The same people who was defending Josh Giddey and saying race ain't got nothing to do with it. Watch this. Let's say a girl in this Diddy situation. Let's say it was proven that Diddy was messing with an underage girl, but the girl lied about her age. The girl said, "Hey, yeah, I told them I was this age." Ain't nobody in this chat gonna care. Everybody gonna say, "Still, man, he shouldn't have been doing that. He ain't got no business doing that, man. He shouldn't have been doing that." And that's what I mean by we hold black folks to a higher standard than we do other people, and everybody know it. Watch this ticket.
This is not. Hold on. This is not deflecting from the subject. It's
absolutely not.
This is actually. Hold on. This is actually on topic because there's more evidence to what Seven ain't saying. I'm gonna show you some more evidence right now, but let Seven go into it. Ryan Garcia. You guys all came online and celebrated Ryan Garcia when they gave him that victory over the young brother Devin Haney. But when y'all found out he cheated, right? He failed a drug test and cheated. Nobody kept the same energy. And then he came out and went on multiple racist rants. Nobody said nothing in the mainstream media. But when Kyrie Irving retweeted a book that nobody read, they ran full coverage on Kyrie Irving on every news channel for almost a week and tried to bury that dude's NBA basketball career.
And watch this one, Ticket.
Go ahead.
This the one here. This the one. This one that always get everybody feathers in a bunch here. When I say this, now people love to talk about this Diddy and Jay-Z situation, right? Cool, fine. Let's say that they guilty, fine. Now Donald Trump has been accused and found to be liable, awarded a charge called guilty for a SA, right?
Appeal rejected too.
Right. And he's ordered to pay this woman money. He on tape talking about SA and the woman and how he can get away with it, right? And bragging about it. You still have dudes come out and say, "Man, I don't care about that, man. Trump better, he the bet what's best for the country." They willing to overlook all of this stuff he done did. And Donald Trump had multiple young chicks accuse him of inappropriate actions, and he paid them out of court. Never even made it to the to Fox News or nothing. Just settled out of court with
Kelly, hold on, 7 Kelly. He never said that. Why are y'all putting words in a person's mouth? The man said, if y'all gonna punish Diddy and Jay-Z, we should keep the same energy across the board. Why, when in the blue hell, would you come in here and make up lies?
They lying up. That's what they do.
And say, hold on. This the whole reason why I brought 7 up here, man. Because it's a bunch of cap going on, bro. Either y'all down with it the whole or 100%, we down with the okay, let's get all of them up out of here. Or y'all want to play these little pick and choose games. The man never sat up here and said that. And that's why y'all be wondering why I be going off on people on this channel, man. Keep that shit 100, man.
Yep.
That man said on tape, bro. That man said on tape, I like to grab him by the pussy. He said it on tape. Straight up. He said they'll let you do it. And everybody was saying, nah, it's cool, man. He cool. But then if y'all seen Diddy or anybody else doing it, okay, they got to go to jail. Why ain't everybody else got to go to prison? That's all we saying.
Right,
Shouldn't it be the same law that applies to everybody else? That's all I'm saying to y'all. And forget that. Talk about all the other different situations that we gave y'all. With Mike Jeffries, with Skip Bayless, who's being accused now, right? The boss over there who's being accused, Charlie Dixon, of some of the most vile things, which is putting these women on casting chairs and saying, hey, you come have sex with me and I'm going to put you in this position. Meanwhile, people who really working hard are getting screwed out of positions because he playing these games. Ain't nobody got nothing to say about that. Then you look at the situation. I even went to boxing. I showed you. Look at the situation. You right, Carly. Look at the situation with Dana White, man. Dana White pushed his wife twice on tape. Went on TV in front of Stephen A. Smith and the rest of them, Molly Karam and all them girls who be up here talking about what black dudes need to be punished and taken off TV every day. And he said, I ain't going to punish myself for what? I ain't give myself no punishment. Dana White said it with his chest out and didn't nobody care. And he was on tape pushing her twice. And people found any excuse to why he pushed that girl. These are facts. Then go to the next situation. Like I said, Ryan Garcia, the man said he wanted to dig George Floyd up and bury him again. The man talked about all kind of religions, all kind of races, all kind of creeds. For some reason, his accounts didn't get shut down. He's still online. He's still trolling. He still get to go around black folks and people treat him like he's cool. You say anything like that about any type of Latino, Mexican, or anybody else and go around there, people, you'll get the hell beat out of you, man.
Absolutely.
And that's facts. That man get to come around black folks and black box and all these other people and still be accepted. Y'all sit up here and troll Deontay Wilder when he got cheated by Tyson Fury with the glove situation. Talking about how Deontay Wilder was a one-hit wonder and he got knocked out and all this other stuff. Tyson Fury don't came out here and got beat by a white dude 2 times smaller than him and ain't got no power. And everybody ain't asking where the hell's all this power that he just had against Deontay Wilder. When the whole internet was trolling that dude, bro. Y'all keep this stuff 100, man.
Well, what about this? What about Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor just got convicted or found liable in civil court for essay on the woman.
Come on, bro.
And nobody even talking about it.
They ain't even talking about it. It's been X'd out of the whole media. The whole mainstream media X'd that out that man was found liable in a court of law.
Right.
They X'd it out. And then when you talk about it, nah, man, we want to get on to the next subject, man.
Exactly. That's my thing right there. What you just said. I see brothers try to talk about it, and you know what happened? Don't nobody want to hear it. They only want to hear you talking about some black people. And when you talk about, and so now you putting the uploaders in a position where they trying to keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna say it, bro. I seen you several times go at these people and keep the same energy. And then I don't see these same people in the chat. I just don't. I don't see it.
They don't, bro. Hey, listen, they don't show up. They don't show up, bro. I'm telling you, man. Hey, man, listen. And they don't want to watch those videos, bro. They don't want to watch those videos, man. Mm-hmm. And these are all facts. We do a video on Jay-Z and Diddy, 4,000, 5,000 people in here. 6,000 people in here, man. We do a video on Vince McMahon. They said Vince McMahon's investigation is supposed to be in December. We in January now. What happened?
Yep.
Vince McMahon's wife, and I talked about this in a video on this channel. Ain't nobody care. His wife is involved in a lawsuit right now where they're saying underage dudes had allegations that they turned a blind eye to them allegedly being abused. But she gets a position.
It's crazy.
And the administration. Come on, bro. Let's keep going. I can keep going all the way down the list. So as I said before, to me, like I said before, bro, and I'm gonna say it again, man. It's just I thought Diddy's lawyers didn't bang hard enough on the fact that they gave a pass. They try to say, oh, because he's 80 years old, this, that, and third. Man, I don't care how old he is. The man got them type of charges against him, bro. He need to be off the streets. He's still a multimillionaire.
That's right.
That money can still make you do anything. Well, I don't understand that. So let's move on to this other part about this situation with Diddy, man. All right, so how you feel about, okay, now we've already heard rumors over the years that, artists and people like that who have been signed to him have not been happy with him. Right. They felt like they've been, I guess, cheated or mistreated or whatever like that. How do you feel about all of the people that's coming out now and basically speaking out against him now? You know what I'm saying? Because you got some people that say, hey, man, they doing it now because they was afraid then. They thought they was going to get the hell beat out of them. Or they thought they was going to get blackballed in the industry or whatever. What is your thought process on a lot of the people coming out and speaking out now that he's locked up and now that they feel like the coast is clear?
I think that a lot of people, some of them might be telling the truth on some things because we know Diddy's, from all from all accounts, Diddy is a jerk. You know what I'm saying? He a jerk. He didn't effed over a lot of people. He refused, and some people I know who are close to the situation said that Diddy would play games with grown men as far as owing them money and not paying them, and just putting people in a sucker position a lot of times. So a lot of people are looking at this like, okay, well, this is payback time. You know what I'm saying? And this is payback time, and we're gonna make him. We're gonna all the stuff he going through. They taking advantage of it. They jumping on it, like Freddie P from the band. Now Freddie P he had a field day because him and Diddy never got along. So Diddy owe him money and stuff, and he just never Diddy. He feel like Diddy emasculated him. So
hold on, 7-8.
I see.
Beth Luz, how are we? I want to ask you. I really want to ask y'all a question. I want to be logical with y'all. How are we race baiting, right? Now she says race baiting, right? I want everybody to answer this question right here. I want y'all to think about this right now. I think about this logically. I want everybody to think about this logically right now, right?
I'll tell you, bro.
Okay, that you see every single network, every single day, going in on Diddy and Jay-Z. Cool. Oh, okay, cool. All we saying is, how is it race baiting when we saying that other people are being charged with similar things? Sexual harassment, sexual assault, all these different things that are famous. I'm talking about that are at the top of the, bro, Garth Brooks is at the top. Bro, it don't get no bigger than him at the top of country music. He is the creme de la creme.
Mm-hmm.
They ran that story for 1.5 days. That was it. I'm asking you, how can you say that's race baiting when all we're doing is calling out the hypocrisy? The man, and that's what 7-8 saying. 7-8 ain't on here saying, hey man, I'm in here, I'm all 1,000% on a Diddy bandwagon. He's not saying that. He's saying that he feel away because he see the discrepancies in how we're being reported versus how everybody else is being reported. And to the man who said you can't help what mainstream media is doing, yes, you can. You have a voice. You see, that's the problem. You have a voice. Let me tell you something. And I'm going to tell you why that's a lie, Beth Luz. And I'm going to tell you respectfully, right? The reason why what you're saying is a lie, ma'am, is because the people always have a voice. If you get enough people to get somebody, they can get somebody off a TV show if you get enough people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get enough people that's arguing the situation, or you get enough people that's complaining, that company will make a business decision. These are facts. So for you to say that oh no, that's not true. That's totally false. That's totally false. The same way, if you get enough people behind something, you can do anything if you get enough people behind it. So what you're saying, ma'am, is technically wrong. What the problem is? What is the problem with a brother asking for everybody that's being accused of these things? If we really trying to do something right for the community, to be called out equally, what is the problem with that? That's not race baiting,
bro.
Race baiting is if he's up here saying, "Yeah, man, hey, man, we ain't gonna, we only gonna, I only want to see these other white dudes get cooked." This, that, and the third.
Right,
That's
right.
race baiting. Or always making an excuse. He ain't made no excuse. I haven't heard any excuse.
The thing is, bro, it's race. It's always going to be race baiting to certain people. They're going to look at it because they're uncomfortable hearing us even talk about the discrepancy. They want to keep you focused on you just talk about Diddy and Jay-Z, and that's the problem. That's what we're talking about. See, when we say, "Hey, yeah, Diddy, Jay-Z, okay, yeah, they're guilty." Now check this out. And let me tell you about the Albert Copy and French guy. Let me tell you about Skip Bayless. Now all of a sudden, no, come on. Nobody wants to hear this. Let's get back to the Diddy stuff. That's more entertaining. And then the lie is, this is the kicker. Oh no, well, that other guy, he might have did something to 100 boys, but it's Diddy's more dangerous because Diddy gave those people drugs. Diddy had a pick in his head when he did it. Diddy got big nose. Listen, we ain't got time for this, man. Anybody who would take advantage of a kid or anybody without their consent is a monster.
They got to get up out of here. They are
a monster. And I'm not finna let nobody sit here and play make-up games to try to make Diddy worse than the other one to justify us not talking about the other guy. No, let's put the mirror in our face and say, guess what? Everybody's a hypocrite here. Don't tell me the fact that Donald Trump is the president of the United States proves that over half this country is a bunch of hypocrites. Because if you voted for Trump, knowing all the stuff he has said and done, and then you in this chat today trying to persecute Diddy now, then I call you a hypocrite. And that's just what it is.
All right, so 7-8. So let's go to the situation with Jay-Z. All right. So the situation with Jay-Z is like this. All right. So Jay-Z basically have had a lawsuit gone against him. The girl went on TV, did the interview. A lot of people have problems with the discrepancies that she claimed that she have in her accusations. Now, Jay-Z, me and you, we all know his life is on the line right here. And the reason why his life is on the line, and this is the fight of his career, is because this, first of all, the person is underage. Second of all, they're saying the person is special needs. And third of all, he is attached to so many entities and corporations that any of these charges that stick or accusations that stick is going to completely ruin him. You're talking about losing Beyonce. You're talking about losing all of your investors, everybody that you're linked with, the deal with the NFL and all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. What is your thoughts on the situation with Jay-Z? Let's get into that.
Well, the Jay-Z situation as currently constructed right now, I don't know what's going to come out tomorrow or the day after or whatever. But as it goes right now, with the woman who said that when she was 13 that she was raped by Jay-Z and Diddy, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I don't believe her story because it's too many inconsistencies in her story. And it's big inconsistencies to the point where you can't just overlook that. You can't just say, well, no, like your own daddy said he don't remember coming to pick you up. He said he would remember that. Okay. And also you said that you were taken to some mansion. Now the mansion you're talking about, you saw that in a rap video because that mansion really don't exist in Manhattan. You saw it from a video. All right. You said the people you say you talked to at the VMAs were not even there that day. You said you looked at the Jumbotron. That didn't happen the year you say you were there. So it's too many inconsistencies. So I don't believe her situation. That don't mean that Jay-Z couldn't have done something. What I'm saying is I don't believe this particular girl.
Right. So let's say, okay, now what did they come back and say that she got like the, because they're saying that there's a law that gives you like a window, a 4-year window, like people who dealt with that type of situation. What if she got the years wrong, and if her years are wrong, then is that something like if they come back and show something that lines up like that would that change your opinion? Your opinion is based off of everything that's been presented right now. Because I mean, if I had to give an opinion, I'd have to agree with you. I already said this. If I was a judge, I would have had to throw the case out based off the fact that the information that she gave, she admitted that she gave inconsistencies. I'm not saying that she's lying. I'm just saying that if you're looking at that case, you know what I'm saying, you can't come and be unprepared for a case like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they come back and they prove that we're all wrong in this situation and they got evidence to that to show that we're all wrong, hey man, listen, I apologize right here on her case. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to ask this too. Like as a father, and I take this part very seriously, is like if now they say that the young lady has autism. Now, you're a father and your daughter who has autism is missing for half a day, right? She's 13, and it take 5 hours to get to New York City from where they were living in Rochester. Right. So that's 5 hours now to get there. Okay, she's gone. Daddy don't know where she at. Mama don't know where she at. Whatever. Right? Nobody seems to care. Apparently, her friend who's supposed to have drove her down there is magically deceased. Right. The only person who could verify taking her is not there. Not here no more. Right. So now, how does she get? And the person didn't stay with her. The person just dropped her off. So where does she get gas money to pay somebody to drive her 5 hours? Right. And I know ain't nobody just took it for free. Hey, I'm gonna drive you 5 hours down here and then drop you off. I'm not even gonna stay myself and watch the VMAs. I'm gonna drop you off and then drive 5 hours back.
Now 7-8. Let me ask you this question, because this may come up. We'll never know. What if her father's special needs too?
Then If her daddy,
Because I'm saying we do
yeah,
got to think about that. Because if she's special needs, it could be her father may be special needs as well and pass it down
mhm,
to her. You know what I'm saying?
right. Now, if her father is special needs, then that I'll have to wait to see that. But right now,
Right. We
from the
haven't seen that.
story,
We haven't seen
yeah,
none of that.
yeah. But just to, by what she said, her father said, look, I would remember having to go pick up my daughter from 5 hours away. You know, he said he would remember that, and I think any father would remember, even if the years was wrong. I remember every time one of my kids came in the house late, and I couldn't go to sleep and was scared. Or you can't find them. You lose their hand in the mall somewhere, right? They supposed to be by their friend. Remember, she didn't say she told her parents she would spend the night by Susie's house. She said she snuck out the house. So your parents are going to eventually check on you and see that you ain't there. And you know, so this her story to me don't make sense. I think that this in her situation, it's going to come out that she's not telling the truth, and I think that once that happens, and to be honest with you, I really want to say something, but I don't want to be no conspiracy theorist.
Right.
I really think honestly that she's lying and she's going to get caught lying, and I actually think it's a setup, and I think a lot of people are going to be embarrassed that they was even believing it. I think it's a setup. I think this is going to be a slam dunk win for them.
Right. Now, they're saying BUZBEE has another case against him, Jay-Z, and they're saying Jay-Z's lawyer saying it is another case, but BUZBEE still holding on to that. You know, he hasn't dropped that yet. They've already said he sent a demand letter on that case, so we don't know. I don't know if they may have settled on that case or not. You know, based off the fact that he hasn't dropped it or he didn't drop it. I don't know if they privately settled it or whatever, or I don't know if he just hasn't dropped it. But they're saying that it's another guy who's a dude that's underage that has allegations. Now Jay Z's lawyer said that in their writing, but Tony Busby has yet to bring that forth. They said that he sent them two demand letters, one on the girl and one on the dude. You know what I'm saying? So we still waiting on that situation. Now let me ask you this, bro. What's your thoughts about, again? Because I know you said that you don't think that anybody should be able to, you know, turn and then testify, give information, and then bury these dudes. How do you think? Because you know this is gonna happen, bro.
Right.
How do you think is? Because there's a documentary coming out on the 14th about Diddy, and people are already that's in his inner circle coming out and basically saying that they witnessed him having, you know, sex with underages and stuff like that. Here's my thing to you, bro. If Diddy see that all these people are flipping on him and he takes a plea and gives up information, how do you think people should look at him versus how they're going to look at him? Because you know people gonna call him a snitch if he say, look, man, damn, everybody don't turn on me, ain't nobody backing me up, all these people don't, you know what I'm saying, basically threw me under the bus. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Now, how do you feel about that? How do you feel the outlook on that situation of how he's going to be looked at versus how he should be looked at or how he will be looked at?
If Diddy decides to
Yeah.
test,
He's seeing everybody now. Like you see
yeah,
everybody now. You see a lot of people just going in on him now that was in his inner circle, like people that was around him saying, you know what I'm saying? So now, if this comes up in the case where you're seeing a lot of people that was around him, close to him, flip and testify against him, how do you feel like because you know they're gonna call him a rat, they're gonna say everything about him.
they can't call him. I mean,
Okay, yeah, go ahead, break that down.
at this point, they can't call Diddy no rat if he defended himself. If he been accused of a bunch of stuff, and everybody seemed to believe it, you know, everybody seemed to he did it, he guilty. So with that being said, he got to defend himself. You know what I mean? And the snitching thing is out the window anyway because everybody on the social media is an investigative reporter. It's people helping the FBI and looking into old videos and all kind of stuff. So that whole little snitching thing is out the window now anyway. Social media didn't kill the whole snitching situation. That's
So
just
if Diddy gives up information, as far as if he takes a plea and he say, nah, y'all ain't finna cut me down like this, I'm finna go at y'all. You know, because for example, Jay-Z, his lawyer said, oh nah, he wasn't our friend, we ain't know him. But if Diddy turn around and he say something, how you think that people gonna look at him?
and they say I'm echoing.
Nah, you ain't echoing, you good. That's them.
Okay, If he, I don't think Diddy is going to prove Jay-Z is his boy or nothing like that. I don't think it benefit him at all to do nothing like that. Honestly, like it's not going to help him because they want Jay-Z and they want him.
Right.
So it's not going to help him to.
I'm saying if he takes a plea, I'm saying like let's say he looks at the evidence, because his lawyers say they want the list of people who are co-conspirators and people who are basically going to testify against him. And let's say he say, damn, this is that all these people's out here, you know what I'm saying? Going against. How you feel like he should? How you feel like he gonna be perceived? You think they're gonna try and put the snitch tag?
You said do I think they're gonna try to do what?
Put the snitch tag on him. Like if he takes, like if he sees that list, because his lawyers say they want that list by February the 1st of all the co-conspirators in the case and the people that's like testifying against him, the witnesses and stuff. If he looks at that and says, damn, all these people don't turn and testifying against me, like people that's in his inner circle, and he takes a plea deal instead of goes and fights it and then gets the rest of his life in prison based off of so many people, how do you think they're going to look at him and perceive him?
They can't look at him as nothing. I mean, they can't call him a snitch. He not he fighting for his life at this point. I mean, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he told on the whole world, and ain't nobody did nothing to him. See what I'm saying? Now just think about this now. Now the fact that we even got to talk about how he might be perceived as a snitch, but everybody call it the least of his words. The least of his words is people think he a snitch. But let me leave out and come back in because I can hear myself echoing, bro.
All right, go ahead. Come right back in. I got you. All right. So yeah, man. So and y'all go subscribe to 78 Sports TV, man. I love the different perspective, man. I do, man. And I openly welcome this because I agree with some of the things that he's saying on this. And I do believe that, it's people that's not keeping the same energy as far as these other situations, bro. I truly believe that. I think it's facts. I think it's a shame that we off Garth Brooks. We off Garth Brooks. And to the girl who said that Hugh Hefner wasn't doing this and doing that, the girl Precious Munir, who was a playmate, said that Diddy and Hugh Hefner basically were the same and the same. The only thing that was different was that she didn't see that he didn't bring the kids around. She said that was the only thing that was different. Go listen to Precious Munir's interview. It's online. She did it on Popcorn. She did it on Popcorn Planet's channel. What are you talking about? So let's start there. Okay, are you good now?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. Can you hear me?
All right. So yeah, we was talking about the Diddy and the snitch thing. So you were saying like that people ain't even doing. It's like saying nothing about Tekashi. He told on everybody.
Yeah. At this point, Diddy fighting for his life. The least of his worries, he being labeled as a trafficker, as a creep, as a graper, all kind of nasty stuff, as a devil. Like the least of his words is being labeled a snitch. He better tell on somebody if he can get up out of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
He better tell him.
So, because I mean, okay. So basically, you're saying he looking at if he gets the paperwork and sees that all these people are testifying against him that was in his inner circle. You don't think that he should be looked at as a rat? Because that's what they're gonna try and call him. They're gonna try and say, "Hey, man, you know how they're gonna do? They're gonna say, hey, it don't matter if all these people telling on you. You have to take the fall by yourself."
Look, once somebody come to court and point their finger at you and say you did something, you got every right to say whatever you want to say about them. Ain't nobody finna call you no snitch. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. When I had to take the stand in my case, when a dude came to court and pointed his finger at me and say that dude shot me.
Right.
Now that's snitching because we was both in the streets at the time.
Right.
So you come to court and you point your finger at me. That dude, that dude shot me. Right. And I took the stand and defended myself. I'm not snitching. I'm getting this dude up off of me. I know where I'm gonna sit there looking like what's the boy who got locked up behind Meg Thee Stallion?
Oh yeah, you talking about Tory Lanez?
Yeah, I ain't finna sit there like Tory Lanez, too cool for school, and not take the stand. I'm taking the stand, getting up out of this joint.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So and then and the grand finale, bro. Then the article has came out and it's resurfaced, and I'm gonna put the other link to the article that just came out that resurfaced this article that says that Jay-Z and other celebrities may be called subpoenaed to testify against Diddy. First of all, I think they're gonna take the fifth. That's me personally. I think Jay-Z will take the fifth. I don't think he'll even testify. But what do you think if there's other celebs that you see pop up that come out and it actually testify in this situation and because maybe out of spite or out of how they felt about their individual situations? Because I know that you personally feel a way about a lot of the artists or celebrities that are coming out like doing the interviews and stuff now.
Yeah.
You know, hold on, this dude King David Cartel, he says what you did was ratting. LOL. How was that ratting?
Well, because he a goofy. He a goof.
Go. I'll let you explain that.
Yeah, well,
I want
he
you
a
to explain
goofy.
that part we said better about the Diddy situation because, okay, let me say that again, 7-8. So if Diddy gets the paperwork, right? Right. His lawyers want the list of all of the co-conspirators and the people that are planning to testify. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
get the list and they see that all these people have flipped on Diddy, right? And basically, they're going to testify against him and say he did all these things. Diddy is still a snitch if he turns and takes a plea and goes against them.
You broke up a little bit, that last part.
Okay. Let's say when Diddy gets the list of all the co-conspirators, right, and the people that they're saying that's going to testify against him in court. If Diddy comes out and says, "Nah, y'all ain't finna do me like that," and he goes against him, is that Diddy a snitch?
It's all, listen. If Jay-Z and Diddy gonna be a snitch,
Now I ain't talking about Jay-Z. I'm talking about other people. I'm talking about people within his inner circle that was working with him, and all these other people that may turn it.
If they come out, if
right.
they were a part in any way of the criminal acts that was going on,
right,
and now they come out and testify against Diddy, okay,
and try to put everything on him, right,
and try to put it on him, that's snitching because you were a part of it,
right? No, so if Diddy, so this is my question and everybody, I think people need to hear this. So if Diddy hears that and he knows they all gonna try and bury him and put it on him, does he then have a right to defend himself?
Yes, absolutely. That's my point. Like listen, if let's say me and you riding in the car back in the day, right, before weed was legal. Now we riding, right, and in my you driving, I'm in the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
Now in my pocket, I got 3 ounces of bud bagged up,
right,
in dime bags, right, but I got it in my pocket. Now the police get behind and pull you over. I panic and I take the weed and I throw it in the back seat.
Right.
I throw it in the back on the back floor.
Right.
You ain't got time to trip. You like, yo, what you doing? Police at the window now, right? They look in the back, they see the weed. They tell us to come out and they say, who's you know, say, who? It's your car. Mm-hmm. Now I didn't say it was your weed. You didn't say it was my weed. But technically, I'm snitching and saying it's yours because I just threw it in your car, and they're gonna charge both of us with it. So do I call you a snitch if you say, bro, that's not mine, bro? That's that dude 78 threw that in the back. No, that's not snitching, fam. Because me and you was kind of part of a criminal of this conspiracy together. I snaked you,
right?
I snaked you. So that's not snitching. People need to know what the difference is. Now, if me and you go to pick up some bud together, and me and you finna go sell it and make some money together, but then the police get behind us and I throw it in the back seat. Now you snitching if you say something about me because we're both in on that, right? But once you are part of this criminal enterprise, you tell somebody, now you're snitching, and that's my thing about the.
So this guy's trying to say Diddy, if everybody flip on him and try and like put the whole case on him, they're trying to say that he's supposed to just eat all the charge and let everybody else tell him and just boom.
No, he ain't supposed to do that. Not unless, listen, if Diddy listen, man, if he is not guilty of some of this stuff, then he got to defend himself, right? He got to defend himself, period. If anybody...
No, I'm saying, no, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that they all was complicit together. They all was guilty, right? Mm-hmm. But they trying to turn the case on him. They trying to flip the whole case on him so they don't have to get no time.
They snitching. They turning state's evidence right? They becoming government's witness, I should say, because
Right.
it's the feds. They becoming government witnesses, and I'm very familiar with that because people did it to me. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? People did it to me. You know what I mean? And I still beat my case, but people did it to me. So people will turn on you and try to make stuff easier for themselves, for sure. And but if Diddy was to turn around and say nope, X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah, you know what I mean? No. So when the dude said, when he got to court and said that I shot him, right? Now that's snitching. He's snitching because he's in the street. He's a street dude. I'm a street dude at the time.
Yeah, because Diddy's right now, he's fighting the case saying he's innocent. He's not he's not saying anybody else is complicit or anything. He's saying, look, I'm innocent of these charges. I'm fighting the case. But now he gets the paperwork, the casework, and he's figuring out, damn, all these people now turning against me and trying to testify to say I did something when it really it was probably all of us together who were complicit, but they're trying to put it all on me. That's why I said that situation is that seemed kind of real dicey, don't it?
Yeah, it do. It's a tough situation before.
That's like if you and your boy in the car, and y'all both got gas, and y'all both throw him in the back seat when the police come, right? But your boy say, "Nah, them his."
Right. That's snitching. That's snitching, and you a scumbag liar.
Right. So, but how you supposed to deal with that? If he's trying to put the whole meal
now we talking.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah. See, now we talking because this is the dilemma. This is what happens in the hood every day. But people want to. You think that's snitch? That's not snitching. Once somebody turned on you, are you going to sit down and do the whole bid yourself? Is you going to get this dude off? Whatever you're going to do, or are you going? In my opinion, you got every right to retaliate. If somebody starts change the rules of the game and start turning police, you got every right to. I'm not going to call nobody a snitch if I'm snitching on them, and they turn around and say, "Nah, man, woo." Because I'm gonna tell you something. In my situation, when the dude told the police that I shot him, right? When the police asked me what happened, I said I want to see a lawyer. Right. And only person who knew what happened was my lawyer. And then so I never told the police I popped the dude. I never said it was self-defense, nothing. I just said I want to see my lawyer. He went and told the police, oh, he shot me because of this, because of that. He got 5 different statements. Then when we go to court, I'm thinking he's not going to show up. Right? I'm thinking I'm going to get out of this. He ain't showing up. And this dude went to every single court date. Every single court date the dude went to, and then on top of that, we go to trial, and he's standing there with a neck brace, talking about pointing his finger at me, saying I did this and that. And he didn't think I was going to take the stand. He was betting on me because he didn't know what my defense was going to be. So at that moment, I told my lawyer, okay, well, since we're going to trial, this is a self-defense case. You know what I'm saying? That was his gun. He pulled it out on me. We wrestled for it. Bam, he got shot. I got the weapon from him. I defended myself. Now, if you think I'm snitching because I did that, you out of your mind. I'm not snitching nothing. I'm finna go home today, Jack.
7-8. Let me ask you one last question. I'm gonna put a link to your No 304 channel in here too. I already put a link to y'all. Make sure the link to 78 Sports TV's main channel is up at the top of the chat. He's almost at 100,000 subs. But I'm gonna put a link to his No 304 channel where he talk about a lot of different stuff. You know, just in that whole section right there in this channel. But here's what I want to ask you, bro. Why aren't, and this is a question I want to ask too, man. Why don't you see a lot of people doing interviews with past co-workers and people who were working with guys like Skip Bayless and these guys are facing allegations now? Like, you know, I like you know how, like, for example, all of the Diddy constituents, everybody from that was around Jay-Z and all these other people. Why is do you feel like, okay, why is nobody interviewing like the former co-workers of because Stephen A. Smith disappointed me. He sat right up there and basically took off a Skip when Skip don't basically like try to destroy this cat, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But then Skip's old co-worker, Jay Crawford, just came out, or the video came out where Jay Crawford said, nah. Skip was backstage and said that, hey man, I get more sex than all of y'all. Right there. Yeah. But Stephen A. Smith said, oh, I never could hear Skip talking about that. But Jay Crawford was the host when Skip and Stephen A. was there.
And Woody, remember that dude, Woody Page?
Yeah, Woody Page. Yeah. That's what it was about. So that video had went viral again, but ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about how Skip The white dude now, sat up there and said that Skip said in the meeting, in a business meeting at ESPN, yeah, man, I get more sex than all of y'all. You'll be amazed.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's the reason why they're not interviewing them is because it ain't, like I said before, it's inherent, bro. It's not the same smoke. People let these stories die. They don't go and research people. Why people should be right now calling Jenny Taft. They should be calling every woman who used to work around Skip Bayless and calling
mainstream media. That she should be on. She should be on NBC, ABC. That is true. That is true, bro. Because Skip Bayless was the main key figure in sports media talk for years, for almost 20 years.
Right, right.
So you're not talking about no Penny Annie dude who was at the back, you know what I'm saying, who was sitting in the back and who wasn't, he was at the forefront of sports entertainment, sports talk. I'm amazed that I do agree with you, though. I'm amazed that same energy isn't kept. And to the dude who said who said comparing Skip to Diddy, bro, you don't know Skip. You don't know Skip life. This is only let me say something to you. This is one allegation that's being levied against Skip. You never know if it's 2 or 3 or 4 that's coming.
Right, right, right.
You never know. I'm gonna say it again. You never know if it's 2 or 3 or 4 that's coming, bro. Y'all act like y'all know that dude, man.
But look at the other one.
Skip Bayless, but y'all don't want to apply them to Skip Bayless.
But look at but even worse than Skip is what Trump been accused of. And the young lady in the chat say she can't support nobody who go against Trump. And look at all the stuff Trump been accused of. He been found liable for it. And don't nobody care. That's my point about this is why I be so mad about the Diddy stuff, is because it ain't people act like Diddy and Jay-Z monsters and they believe all this stuff, but then as soon as you get to Trump, they don't believe none of the stuff. And I don't believe that. Nope. Why? Why don't you believe it? Trump been rich and powerful for decades. He not one of you. He not you. He not one of the people.
Hey, Seven, you just reminded me. That's what you forgot. That's what I tried to get you to break down. They said that with the Skip thing, they said, oh, it's impossible. I don't believe he paid that girl $1.5 million. Break that down on how that would go, bro.
They saying I'm echoing again. I don't know why.
Nah, you ain't echoing. Go ahead. Break that down, bro. We'll let you break that down last, and then we'll end this video. But I want you to break that down to how that could potentially work.
Well, this is the thing, and this is how that. And I got privy. I'm privy to know these type of things because what a lot of men with money do when they get a woman on their payroll. And they say that's what Skip said. I change your life. That's facts. That's what they say, right? And you get a woman. You get a woman to start thinking about how if I do this, she basically becomes your plaything, your sex toy. So now he can offer her 1.5 million, but that don't mean he's giving her 1.5 million up in front. Once all he need her to do is agree to say, yeah, I'll do it, right? So then what he's gonna happen is he's gonna smash the gas on her. Then he gonna write her a check for $500,000, and she gonna say, "Wait a minute, I thought you said 1.5." He said, "Yeah, but you're gonna, I can't just give it all to you at once. I'm gonna give you, $100,000 a month. I'm gonna put you on the salary. I'll give you an allowance of $100,000 a month. That's more money you ever made." She gonna feel happy about it, but in the meantime, he get to smash 10, 15 more times until the debt is paid off. That's how they do. There's a whole lot of y'all favorite athletes that do that all the time to women.
That sounds like the situation that Zion was caught up in with that girl. That girl was coming out showing that he was sending her checks and stuff like that. And so I think that's kind of like it's like a payment plan. I would guess you would say.
Yeah.
Because people. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, bro, saying that's impossible. Skip ain't paying her no 1.5. I'm like, bro, do y'all not even understand what they're trying to say, bro?
Right. Ain't no way. Listen, people you don't know Skip Bayless and what people do. I've seen men. Listen, I think it's ridiculous for a man that makes $3,000 every 2 weeks. Your check is $3,000. I think it's ridiculous to give a woman $1,200 for relations, and you're making $3,000 every 2 weeks. I think it's ridiculous. You're giving her almost half your check. So, but I've seen men do it because that is the power of that vajayjay. What women got between their legs is something the world is the greatest thing ever produced on this planet. And the good thing about it for men is women don't know the power of what's between their legs.
Yeah,
That's
hey, hold on. Let me ask you that question. I'm glad you went to that. Let me ask you everybody. So take that on to why do so many people have a problem with Angel Reese?
uh,
Yeah, I want you to break. Yeah, we're gonna see. This is why y'all gotta go subscribe to his channel, the No 304 Show. Cause see that, hey, 7-8 give it to y'all like rare people can give it. But that's the question I do want to ask you. Why do so many people, in your opinion, have a problem with Angel Reese and the way Angel Reese move? Because I just saw yesterday she got a new deal, or today she got a new deal with like some makeup company or something like that. So it
right.
seems like she's placating to getting those big deals. I just saw it on Twitter like today. She got a new deal. Well, it was either with Victoria's Secret or somebody. She got a new deal with somebody.
Yeah. Angel Reese, the WNBA is only paying her what 100? Well, no, $75,000 a year, something like that.
Uh-huh.
They paying her something. It's some small. It's a small amount, right? That Angel Reese is making from actually playing basketball. Her money, she makes 10 times that, basically, from her endorsements, by selling her look, selling her image. You know what I'm saying? Her beauty. She's a beautiful girl. She's a girly girl. She dresses doing her hair, her makeup. She dresses nice, sexy dresses and stuff like that. And people aren't used to seeing a WNBA player do that. Normally, the WNBA players look like dudes. They are very masculine. So now that Angel Reese is here and she oozes in her femininity, some people are uncomfortable with that, right? They uncomfortable because, some of it got to do with the whole Caitlin Clark beef and stuff like that, while a lot of it has to do with people are trying to bring Angel Reese into these online man versus woman nonsense that's going on, the gender war, and some dudes got an issue with women dressing provocative because they might have some issues going on with the women they have in their life, or they had in their life they was dressing provocative and stuff like that. So they pretending like, oh, Angel Reese, they so offended by everything she do. They stalking this girl page, looking at her. They know she fine, but they won't, instead of just acknowledging she fine and moving on, they sitting here, oh man, she needs to dress better. She needs to cover up. Man, listen here, bro. I don't know where you dudes is from, but that's not my wife. That's not my daughter. I'm not in no position to tell this woman she need to cover up. Okay. Oh, they talking about Angel Reese, she trying to sell her that thing. First of all, even if she was, what you gonna do? Run cross the street? Not me. What is you saying? What are you really saying? If Angel Reese really was selling it, what is you gonna do? Run, cover your eyes, and go hide under the bed? Bro, get up out of here somewhere, man. I ain't never been afraid of no woman. I'm not scared of no chick. A beautiful woman ain't never made me cross the street. Made me run right to him.
But why does she intimidate a lot of these cats? Because it's like they talk shit, but I like, to me, most of them dudes would probably get with her if they had a chance to in real life.
Well, of course they will get with her, man. But see, it's fun. They trying to bully her. I'm gonna tell you something else, man. A lot of girls that show their confidence and stuff, especially young chicks online. A lot of these dudes try to they try to bully the girl, and like see if what makes her tick. And I think Angel Reese made a mistake deleting her Instagram, because now they know they can get to her. Now they know they can get to her, and they're gonna keep messing with her. They're gonna double down on all the harassment stuff now. She shouldn't have, you know what I mean? She shouldn't have did that. But a lot of them is bullies, man. They just miserable, sitting around talking crazy about the girl, but they definitely attracted to her, because if Angel Reese came out with OnlyFans today, I guarantee you she'd make like $40 million in a month.
And she hasn't done that. That's the thing, bro. She has not went that route. She could have easily went that route.
Yeah.
She easily could have went that route.
Yeah, right. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, if people thinking she's trying to sell her body, like, bro, she's selling her body very tame right now. Clothing, fashion, like a model. If that girl wanted to really make the money, the WNBA has no law against this girl getting the OnlyFans. She could get an OnlyFans, and the same dudes that's acting like they hate her, I promise you, will be on OnlyFans paying this girl whatever price she want. She could make $40-50 million in 1 month, guaranteed, bro.
So to be honest, her with the thing that she's doing right now, even without OnlyFans, is probably making her a lot of money just off endorsements, huh? Just her look, her girly girl look, her appeal, her beauty. That's making her more money probably off the court than it is on the court. She ain't even doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
And
And
people just hate, and people just hating it, but in real life, they really looking at the girl.
they're looking at it like crazy. Look at man, I'll be seeing man, bro. It's some nasty work out here on this internet, man. And people always get mad when at Angel Reese because they say she being hypocritical. They say Angel Reese says, oh, she don't want to be objectified. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what that come from, because it's a lot of people who dislike her because of that statement, and they say, well, how you gonna dress sexy and then claim that men have sexualized you and stuff. Well, this is what she's talking about. Somebody took a picture, real pictures of her, right, and they used AI to undress her, right, so they look very, very real. It looks real because it is a real picture of her. All they did was just take the bikini off and she's naked, and they did that and they spread them all over the internet. And everybody in the beginning believed it was her. It's like, yo, oh, Angel Reese out here wilding. She wilding. She's stripping down. She letting it all hang out. And she had to explain that to her family that those were not real pictures. She said it was AI. You know what I'm saying? But they look very real. So, because I got the real pictures and I got the AI one. So AI is getting real good out here now. So that's what's happening. And that's what she mean. She cried about it. She said that people had sexualized her because she had to explain to her parents, like, no, that's not, I wouldn't do that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's what she was talking about. It had nothing to do with her dressing sexy or nothing like that. She talking about the dudes who is undressing her and making fake pictures and, making it seem like she out here doing some pornos and stuff.
Yeah, that's insane, man. And then when you look at the situation, with the last thing, I'm gonna leave this at the last thing with Travis Hunter and his girlfriend, man, and all the people that's really criticizing and being critical of Travis Hunter's life decisions. Why do you think Travis Hunter's getting so much heat and so many people are interested in Travis Hunter's life decision, man?
Man, it goes back to what I was saying about the gender war stuff online. Travis Hunter, in the biggest moment of his life, he won the Heisman Trophy, the happiest time for him. People, jealous dudes online, I don't care what they say, they jealous. Jealous dudes online saw this kid and they saw him winning and they saw him happy and they saw his girlfriend and they looked at his girlfriend, they sized him up, they sized his girlfriend up, and they said, man, this is what they said. And I know for a fact this is what they're thinking because I argued with them in my chat. Dudes, grown men, think that this boy is too ugly for that girl. That's what it is. So they start looking into the girl, talking about, oh, she didn't stand up, she didn't do this. They nitpicking. So if he don't care, she don't care, why you care? And then if you listen to the dudes long enough, they start talking about how ugly the boy is. Oh, man, he look like Donkey Kong, man. Man, that boy, man, she using him for his money. She just want the bag. She just want the bag. You're like, bro, really? Like, what do his looks got to do with it? You ain't got to sleep with him. She got to sleep with him. What are you talking about?
Why were so many celebrities invested in his life anyways? When they could instantly just hit him up behind the scenes or something like that.
Man, that's how you know it ain't real. It ain't genuine. See, it's like this. Ticket. Let's say if this is how you know this is the quickest way to spot some fake love, man. All right. If I got an issue with you for any reason, and I got a way to email you, I got a way to call you. If I make a YouTube video critiquing you, yeah, Ticket, man, yeah, man, you get on my nerve. This dude better wake up, man. Whatever I gotta say, right? That's not real love. That's fake. Because if I had an issue, I could have just reached out to you.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you put it on Front Street and for the cameras, now you're doing it because you want clout and you want somebody else approval. It's a slick way of hating. That's what they're doing.
And most of them dudes would smash anyways this chick if they had an opportunity.
Yeah, all of them would, man.
They talk all this shit about this girl, but most of them dudes would because you see how many dudes recycle these girls anyway, 7-8. And I'm talking about actually date them chicks.
And like I say, check this out. And nobody been able to answer this yet. I told all the people who hating on Travis Hunter relationship, I said, okay, y'all all on the internet know who Travis Hunter shouldn't be dating, right? All y'all know who he shouldn't be dating. Telling him who he shouldn't be dating. Fine. Now, I need y'all to tell him who he should be dating. Now, and the way you tell him who he should be dating is to post your girl. All the men out there, all the know-it-alls, post your woman and post how proud you are. Put a little look. Post a picture of your girl on IG and leave in the description how much you love her and how beautiful she is and why you love her, what her qualities are. I guarantee you, none of you gonna do it. You know why? Because you know, the moment you do that, the moment you put your woman out there, somebody is going to say, hold up, I know her. That's Keisha from the hood. Man, Keisha used to be gobbling and swallowing. Oh, man. Yo, you remember Keisha? You know it. Every woman is going to have a past. Everybody's going to have a past. So for you to be digging into somebody else's woman past and you don't even know your own woman, you fear your own woman past. Come on, fam. Put your girl up, post her up. I'm waiting for the challenge. I'm putting the challenge up there. Put your woman on the internet. Tell everybody how much you love her, how great she is, and this is the type of woman all men should go after. And let's see. Open yourself up for the criticism.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Hey, man, look, y'all got to click the link at the top and go subscribe to the No 304 show. When you going back on that? When you dropping content on there again?
Hey, man, the No 304 show, man. We go live every Sunday, but I just started that channel, so I'm gonna be doing videos throughout the week over there too. But on every Sunday at 8:00, we go live 8:00 p.m. We go live, and me and Blu-ray, we cook on different topics like relationships, stuff that's going on in the news, stuff like we talking about right now. You know what I mean? And on my 78 Sports TV page, we cook over there every day on sports.
Yeah, you cook on sports and everything on there too, though. You touch everything.
Yeah, we touch on everything.
Right, and then your Patreon. Go ahead and plug them in on your Patreon.
Oh yes, indeed. Patreon.com/78 Sports TV. And that's patreon.com/78 Sports TV. If you go to my YouTube page, you'll definitely find my Patreon because it's going across the bottom of all my videos. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what's the difference between, so they know like what you do on YouTube and on Patreon? On Patreon, like what is your, you know what I'm saying, like you giving it more hardcore information, or you giving like, you know what I'm saying?
On my Patreon, the difference is, man, I hope I don't echo, man. But
go ahead.
Yeah.
We good.
On my Patreon, the difference is I talk these same topics, but in a more rugged way. I curse. I tell more private, intimate stories that a lot of people I don't really talk about on YouTube, because YouTube got all these new rules and policies now. You know, you can't even say certain stuff. The page gets suspended and stuff like that. So on the Patreon, it's a community we got over there where we share grown man relationship advice, business advice, building credit, taking care of your kids, fatherhood, manhood, all that kind of good stuff that brothers should be engaging in. We do all that on the Patreon. You know what I mean? And women are welcome as well.
Bro, we're gonna do this again, bro. We're gonna do this again, bro. I'm gonna have them come back in next week, y'all. We're gonna do this again. Because I love this right here, because I think that more people need to hear this type of stuff, like just from because y'all, we getting, like I said before, man, we can't control the wave on how a lot of this stuff is being reported and what's being reported. You know what I'm saying? I totally agree with 7-8 on that, man. I just think that we as a people and how we're supporting the content and putting out the content and stuff like that, like I said before, man, I think that's very important, man, because he's right, bro. If they're not getting enough attention, we need to give them the attention. I'm talking about the Skip Baylesses. I'm talking about Charlie Dixons. I'm talking about the Garth Brooks. I'm talking about all of them cats. All these cats that's out here that's running amok, acting a fool and stuff like that too. But then we're getting plastered, because I look at the Law and Crime channel. I know it's a Caucasian dude on YouTube, and all he does is P. Diddy videos 24/7. He haven't talked about Skip Bayless. He haven't talked about Mike Jeffries. He don't talk about none of that stuff. But I'm talking about 24/7. Every other hour he got Diddy videos up. He ain't even from the States.
Indeed.
So yeah, I'm gonna holler at you, big dog. Appreciate you coming in here, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Y'all go subscribe to I'm gonna link the channel at the top of the comment section. You heard what I said? So y'all can go subscribe to the channel, man. Salute. Shout out to my brother 78 Sports TV coming through, holding it down. And y'all already know what it is. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm gone. We out. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you gotta do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.